the big clash of Division 3. Gloucester at home to the Kings of Rugby, and the big one that will decide Division 3 champions. Here is your Gloucester side, and straight away, Hibbert, Alfoa, Thrush, Moriarty, Morgan, Rowan. There are big names in that backline. Marshall will partner Burns in the halves, and they look very dangerous. How about the Kings though? This side has gone a few transformations. Sam Underhill comes in, as does Damien McKenzie, and of course Joshua Tuisova in this Kings lineup. Welcome along everyone's Rugby 18, the Kings Rugby career mode here on the crib, and we are in for one hell of a matchup here as we look to fight our way in to Division number 2. This is the one we need if we're going to make it. It is Matt Banahan. The early piece of use with the football. And Danny Kerr, it is not Carter who kicks the touch. I think that was carried out, surely by the Gloucester defender. It is. Oh, very well played. Extremely well played from Danny Kerr. Put that on such a tight angle. It forced the Gloucester defender to carry it over the sideline. Now, what does this King side have in the ideas back? Kerr has it back. He's given it to no one, and it's been picked up beautifully by Gloucester. But Sam Underhill, he's turned it over. Dan Carter away to Scott Williams, who charges in. Now it's back to Danny Kerr, and Danny Kerr again. Test them all. He's gone too deep. Well, it was a testing kick from Danny Kerr. He got lucky with the first one, but he has bombed the second. And now Richard Hibbert will have a line-out throw just inside the Kings' half. Oh, they've gone to the back as well, and they've gone there very quickly. Don't join it, anyone. Danny Kerr's the only one in our maul. We're playing Italian tactics. You just want to sit here and watch it go backwards. You can't do that. Why did you join it, Danny? We should have just stopped and watched it. Mbanami jumps in. We've twisted around a little bit, but they're in our 10-metre line now, and they're trudging towards the 22. Are they going to play it? They are. It's all into the back. It's a great tackle there. Scott Higginbotham, take a bow. That was extraordinary. Underhill now. He gets a bit of a taste of the action, and Mbanami turns it over. Well played from Underhill. The ball's gone loose. And it's back there for Banahan, who's looking for a crossfield kick. No one's really chasing that too hard. It's the first mention we'll get of Damien McKenzie. Oh, he's wiped the man out very late. Charles Beartow. Everyone wants to kick it away. No one wants to play it. Oh, McKenzie almost did the most illegal thing I've ever seen. Oh, turnover. That is a crucial one to turnover as well. Carter comes wide. Oh, he's lost it. Big tackle there on, I think, Mbanami, who's been having a storming so far. Here is Higginbotham. Oh, Scott Higginbotham! The one Australian that remains. Danny Kerr. Oh, he got that pass away. Well played from Kerr. Still there for Gray and Sinclair. Oh, Sinclair with a terrible pass to Banahan that goes to the touch. 21 gone. Epic match so far, but neither side managing to celebrate anything. It is still 0-0. Line out for Richard Hibbert again. And Gloucester. Wow, we all wanted a test, didn't we? We all took that. Are we ever going to get a test? Are we ever going to get someone to try and compete against us? Well, it didn't happen until now, has it? And here come Gloucester. They are trying their best to take this Kings side down. 23 in, just over halfway through the first half, and Gloucester really keen to use this driving maul tactic. What can they do here? The Kings to stop it. They let it go, and Underhill, he drives across. Oh, Sam Underhill is an absolute machine. Now to see Danny Kerr. Again he kicks. It's not a bad one, but it's straight to the clutches of the Gloucester player who goes around the outside. Could be an early try here for Gloucester. Well, not really early, but they've done enough to get themselves in a position to beat him away. It's the Kings on defence. Gloucester attacking, and it is, well, who else but Damien McKenzie, who steals that one away and kicks outside the 22. The Kings on the back foot here as another broken tackle. Carter. Oh, Carter's throwing that over. A huge dive pass. Carter now gets away to Banahan. Banahan breaks one tackle. Now he's in the clear. Manny Banahan, has he got the wheels? He's slowing up. He's running out of gas. Banahan to the line. Banahan going. Banahan's over. Wow! Extraordinary play for Matt Banahan. Tremendous stamina shown here from the big man on the wing who did everything he could to get that ball over. It was an amazing try, and the Kings have broken the Gloucester hearts after what looked like a great first half from the home team. The thoughts and dreams are there that they could be the ones to upset the Kings of Rugby, but a complete turnaround. Driving into that try, and the Kings, wow, they strike first. 5 minutes before the break as well, 5-0 the Kings lead Gloucester. What a half of rugby we have been treated to. Now we're starting to see what we will get week in, week out in the higher divisions. Cannot wait for that. Dan Carter in the meantime adds the extra 2, and the away fans behind the sticks get well and truly into it. It's 7-0. Kings of Rugby leading Gloucester. Dan Carter, good positional play there to be right and ready for that kick. He shrugged away though. The counter-attack from the Gloucester fullback. Goal turnover. Underhill has been simply phenomenal. They look to switch out wide, do the Kings. And through Johnny Gray, they shrug off tackle after tackle. And Gray gets hammered as well. His advantage must be offside here. McKenzie gets the tackle through and offloads the Wells as well. And now here's a run from Danny Kerr. Oh my God, Lord! That is absolutely huge tackle. Taking his head off, Danny Kerr had to go. Wow! Turned him inside out and he lays in the fetal position. Just smashed. Now the decision making here will go to the captain for the Kings of Rugby. They want to take it as close as possible, but Carter can only get it just over halfway. They've got a man in the bin here, Gloucester, and that is a good question I've just brought around there myself. Who is the captain of the Kings of Rugby? I'm not entirely sure. Dan Carter will go a long way, and he's given himself big kicking duties here to line up this penalty. Oh, he shakes it on the inside of a right-hand upright, and over it goes. The Kings lead 10-0 on half-time. A fantastic way to close it out. Man in the bin for Gloucester as well, and it is all happening here at the Gloucester home ground. What a start to this clash. The first half has been just phenomenal. Now, you guys have watched the whole series so far. You guys that have will know that we normally dominate games, and when we dominate games, we make about 5 or 6 tackles a half to our opposition's 20 or 30. You can tell we are in a match now because look at that tackle count. 13 by Gloucester, 11 by the Kings. That is one hell of a half of rugby. 10-0 the Kings lead, but Gloucester by far are not out of this match. Just one try and that late penalty, both coming in the last 6 or 7 minutes of the first half. This is anyone's game still. Gloucester at home. The Kings with a large travelling fan base as well. This one will decide it. The big names, the lonely signings are here, and they are doing the job so far for the Kings of Rugby. Boy, oh boy, what a game it's been in these first 40 minutes. Let's get to the second 40 of this classic cracker of an episode. Gloucester 0, Kings 10. Well, Dan Carter, he's wearing the number 12 jumper, but he is still running this show. Damien McKenzie, I thought, would have been a welcome addition into that number 10 jumper to give us a bit more flexibility, but it's not come that way at all. Gloucester take down the kickoff, and they've got advantage here. I don't know what it's quite for. Offside. Well, I don't know who was offside there at that breakdown. He's only had one, so the man still, thankfully, is in the bin. It's not like other rugby games where a half-time break just completely wipes the slate clean, but at least lone players don't disappear on that one. They don't exist, to be fair. Both ways we go. It is Gloucester who will feed the scrum, and the Kings will add this area as a way, or a place where they can get a good advantage over their opposition. It's a topsy-turvy battle so far. Gloucester have had a bit of it. The Kings have had a bit of it as well. But it will be Danny Kerr who has the ball. And Kerr runs to his right. Kerr, still running Kerr. Takes the tackle. Gives away to Matty Banners, who's already scored one screamer. No one wants to pick that ball up. I'm surprised it wasn't called a knock on. And Benambi steals it back. He changes direction. Gives it away to Underhill. And then Banahan slides straight through. A little gobber kick in from Banahan. The chase is coming for Gloucester. But Banahan shuts it down. Puts him in the end goal. And he has to place it down for a 5-metre scrum. Whoa. This game just bursts into life. And to think our last match is only a 13-0 victory. This one going along those same lines at the moment. 10-0 the score, but it is one hell of a fixture so far. Kings on their own feet, very strong in the scrum. And they drive Gloucester back under their own sticks as well. Looking to go short side to Scott Williams. That's the play. That is what they do time after time. And that is how they score tries from 5-metre scrums. Scott Williams is a bulldozer, and he once again gets reward for the Kings of Rugby. It was a tight first half, but now the real champions are coming out. It was a great tackle to almost hold him up, but he changed hands. As he went down there, you see Scott Williams swapping the ball over, bang into that tackle, and then there's the tackle ball handle, and he swaps it from his right hand to his left. It's a very difficult thing to explain, but you saw the video. That was a great piece of work from Scott Williams. 15-0. May consider that will be a bit of a tough one for Gloucester to come back from now. Dan Carter in the 12 jumper. How good is this to see again? Old school All Black fans, old school Crusader fans will be loving seeing a bit of Carter in 12. And he's running the show. Doesn't matter what jumper he's got on. He is a classy, classy player. Charles Piantel would love to set this game alight with a great break, and he just about does so as well. Sinclair stops it. As here is a little run from Underhill. Underhill uses the advantage up and driving in his Higginbotham behind him. It's there for McKenzie. Gets a beautiful ball away to Scott Williams. Takes the tackle as well, and Manambi carries on. And Manambi back in field trying to find Carter. But that's stolen again from Manambi. He is absolutely in everything, is the South African hooker. But it will go back to a line out, and Manambi was, well, you could say forced or shepherded. Possibly into touch following that intercept. A line out here for Gloucester. Everyone's running around everywhere. No one knows where they really want to go. Oh, that is a great read by the Kings of Rugby. And they could turn this over in the middle. Oh, they don't. That is a great effort, though, to slow it down. As here comes Gloucester. They use their back line. And it's well done. Scott Williams, he's turned that over. And Johnny Gray now fires it out wide. Oh, it's over. The man we paid a lot of money for. Is he going to be the one to wreak havoc? He will be for Gloucester. Into the 22. It's the first time we've seen his name as well. Unbelievable. Out wide it goes. And Benami, there's still someone out there. It's a wobbly on pass. Oh, it's been overrun by Banahan. He has to go back for a comedy of errors there. And they reset now. They'll go back to Tuisova's wing, surely. It's on McKenzie. He's lost it there. McKenzie with a shocker. And Banahan goes to the touch and throws a forward pass with it as well. Goodness gracious me. Terrible at the back there from Banahan. Should have left that one to go into touch. 17-0 though. That might not be all we have to view today. The line-out has been just extraordinary. Oh, they both go up again for it. The Kings this time went just a slight bit early. Will that be their downfall? Yes, it will. Gloucester once again. Well, the ball's come free actually. And Gloucester just a little chip over the top. They don't get it anywhere near where they want it to go. And Daniel Carter breaks the hearts once more. Carter in behind, looking to link up with who else but Tuisova. Can't do it. Kerr, where's that ball gone? Where has it come from? Issa has been smashed, and Danny Kerr says, I'll take it straight through the middle. Danny Kerr with a great run. Now they look to the short side. Now they're looking for Tuisova to do something special. He can't. Not enough room for him there. They open it back up. A big pass wide for Daniel Carter. Daniel Carter! Oh, that is vintage Carter! Twice a try from the bench and fly half. He doesn't score many, but when he does, they are absolutely gold. A gem from Dan Carter, one to beat. Numbers outside, he used them perfectly as decoys, and he slides in right under the sticks to give himself the easiest conversion he can as well. Absolutely phenomenal from Daniel Carter, and that is why All Blacks fans and World Rugby fans love watching this boy play. He has got the talent of the best. And I guess he's not really a boy anymore, is he? He's a real veteran of our game, but it is still so good to see him play. Who's run the show? Mackenzie's been at 10. Carter has been at 12, but there's only one man that has shown the way around the paddock, and that has been Daniel Carter. 24-0. The threat of Gloucester seems well and truly over now as Scott Williams just drives straight into the first man he sees. Here is Carter. Once again, he breaks the line. Daniel Carter, he's through again. He hammers the ball out wide, and Tuisova is flying up the wing, but he does not get to the ball first. Higginbotham is right there, and they almost steal it straight back to Kings. It's a terrible pass, and Damien McKenzie, now we get to see what he can do. He's in the number 10 here tonight, and he shrinks and drives through. A good little jinky run there from the little man. This ball back for the Kings. Oh, a big tackle. Through goes Tuisova out wide. He will score surely, will he? No! He is wiped out with a great tackle there. Kieran Brooks hasn't scored for the Kings. Now he has. That's a great try. A real props try as well. A pick and go off some quickly recycled ball. And Kieran Brooks just flops over the line. Granted, he took a man or two with him. Tuisova had to be about 6 players here to get anywhere near it. But watch this from Brooks. Just bang. I'll run over the top of you, and I'll score my first try in Kings colours. Thank you very much. Well, we really tried to get Tuisova involved, and he has been devastating as well. But the Kings too good over and out through this match. Daniel Carter really has run the show. It's been a great display. Here's a chance for another 2. 29-0 really does not display what this game has been. 0-0 for a large passage, and then just one breakaway from Matty Banners, and the whole game changed. Carter then started to get involved, and everyone was getting involved. It just all changed, and Gloucester fell away. The Kings, they stepped it up. Here's Mackenzie popping it off to Mbanabi, and Mbanabi takes on some of the gritty stuff and the big boys. Oh, he's still going in Mbanabi. What a freak of a man he is. They spread it out wide. Scott Williams strikes away another. Scott Williams now up over halfway. He's looking for support, but he can't find anyone. He's too quick for them all. It's quickly there for Carter. Oh no, for Kerr it is. And advantages there with the Kings. That's a great play, and Tuisova gets it out wide all by himself. Tuisova shrinks around the corner, has a little bit of show and tell. Mackenzie's first man there. Danny Kerr has a bit of a run with it. Kerr gets to 6 or 7 metres short. It'll be the advantage over, and it's kicked away. And I'd imagine surely this will Piatel will say, we've had enough. And he drills this into touch, and that will be full time. And an emphatic display by the Kings of Rugby over Gloucester. I mean, this was a tough match, this was a tough ask, and it was one hell of a display by the Kings. They've come to Gloucester, and they've put in a very emphatic 45-minute display. You'd give it one of those numbers, 45, 50 minutes. They really dominated, and they come away with the cookies big time here over their only real rival in the division. 4 tries, they pick up the bonus point. That was the least of their worries. Of course, the penalty as well got them off to an early start. But second half, much of what we talked about at halftime, the tackle count. Gloucester really fell out of the game, and their tackle count doubled that of the Kings, 42-20. But 31-0, what a game, and what a time to bring in those imports who were pretty damn good. But there was only one man, and he is a regular, Daniel Carter, that run the show. Okay, team, what an episode it has been. That was a real challenge for the Kings of Rugby. Now, a lot will happen. These loan guys surely are going to leave. Who are we going to get back is a big question. We've got to try and just spread the team out around these remaining 5 games. We've still got to play everyone a second time, so it's a bit of a concern as to how we're going to do that, but we'll find a way throughout the rest of the season. But a great win over Gloucester, and now with a 9-point lead over those boys, we should be plain sailing into Division 2. But that goes to show you what we've got to look forward to. That first half really was a highlight of how good the AI sides can be. A shame they didn't score any points though. Defensively, we just did enough to shut them out. We'll have a quick look before we wrap up as to who is still in the team. Okay. Okay. Right, so we've got back Gillidia, Lucan and Godwin. I think we might just run with those guys for the rest of the season. We've got 3 guys, obviously we've got to have a flanker, a fly half, and a winger back in the team. So we'll bring back, the guys like Ioane, Byrne will come in, I guess. And who else? I mean, we've still lost that centre, don't we? Maybe Mapimpi will fill that hole, we'll see. Or Tommy Bow actually would be a good option. Which those 3 guys there will fill the bench, and we will end the season 5k in profit. We've done enough, I think, to hold our spot for this season at the top if we just win those last few games. But that is us for today. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. A big game, an exciting game. Really enjoyed that one. A tough match from Gloucester that we did come out on the right side of. Thank you all for tuning in to Rugby 18. Hope you're enjoying the series as well. And I'll see you all very soon for the next one. Back up against Ionics. It's a home leg this time. And hoping for plenty more from what we did for them in the first match. We thrashed them 41-0. More of that, please. I'll see you then. Take care.